Hello. Making sure everything's up and running early, so let me know if everything's okay. Gotta put my shoes on. Give me a sec. Everything okay? Everything okay? Can you see the RGT screen and the chat is basically what I want to know. And can you see me? And can you hear me okay? J Scott. We're gonna have to close the door because Charlie's been a bit noisy in the other room. It's nice to see so many people on, like, for midday. It's unusual. I guess most of you have done some of your cycling or whatever it is you do on a Saturday morning. Oh, by the way, spring water, even though I voted sunflower oil. Oh, nice, nice. Right, what do I need right now? I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to this. Giving myself enough time though. Got 12 minutes. 12 minutes to get on the start line. Got to charge my phone. I'm going to try and get some different camera angles. Okay, which way is this going to go? That'll do. That'll do, donkey. What PC do I have? I have a Alienware Alpha 10. Is that on the microphone, by the way? I'll move it away. Is it on the microphone now? Shouldn't be. Just let me know. Yeah, Scott. Well, they haven't. I haven't had a reply yet, so. It was given to me actually. So, yeah. Mic okay? It's not not in the wind or nothing? No? Cool. Got my bottle, got a towel. Not that I don't think I'll need it. Yeah, okay, we better get set up then because this is a little bit different to Zwift, so this is it. This is the event. It's the first. Just move you all over a little bit. There we go. This is the first stage. So we're going to join event now. Heart rate monitor. See you in a bit. See you, Charles. Oh my word, there's so many people. Apparently there was 400 people in the event this morning, which is absolutely nuts. There's a race every day now. on Road Grand Tours every day until the end of the Tour de France. This is the first stage, time trial. Got to connect my power meter here. I've got a few to choose from. I'm guessing it is this one. Yeah, we're connected. I probably won't do every single stage. It will take a lot out of me if I do every single stage. It also depends on how long every stage is. This one is actually up a climb, so it's a flat start, as you'll see from. Actually, let me just amend the chat because you can see the chat on the right hand side. You're not really missing anything. There's a bit of a chat for there, but our chat is better. Sorry. So as you can see on the right hand side, we have things like the gradient, the speed, the time, the distance to goal, the time remaining, and the meters climbed. And then on the top left, we have like all of our data. We can also see our power graph, which is also on the top left there, when we actually start to ride. And the riders nearby on the left as well, with watts per kilo and the distance in meters in front and behind that those riders are. I can also change the camera angle like this. So this is third person camera. I'm in the white Wahoo kit. So I'll change camera angles as we go through this race. This is the time trial, so there's no draft. But it's basically a hill climb. It's like 11.5k at 3%. So it's going to be like flattish start, and then it ramps up and it finishes on top of the climb. So I'm going to start off like pretty steady and controlled, like well within myself, and then I'm going to go a lot harder as the climb kicks in, basically. So there'll probably be a couple of flyers off early, and we'll let them go because it'll give us an incentive to try and close the gap to a few of them in the end. So yeah, it's typical, isn't it, Neil? It's like typical whenever I do a time trial, it always has an uphill finish. So I've got my Wahoo Headwind on, absolutely flat out down here. Yes, Robin. I've also got my Amazon tower fan right here as well. So we've got two fans on the go, and obviously you guys are the other fans. So last minute check. Gears. Power is quite responsive, but I can change that here to like 3-second average. So as you can see, my power is a bit smoother now, I think. Yeah, it's much smoother. I'd rather have 3-second average, to be honest, so I can see what's going on. I'm not thrown off then by like my power dropping and coming back up. So hey, I'm typing in the game chat. Nice to see James Vickers here. Someone's Ben Phillips has said my money's on Laverack for stage win. I don't know if that's Ben Phillips that I know, who actually lives nearby. He is Welsh on here. So yeah, we've got like, there's so many people that, well, there's like 150 riders in this race now. And like, it's bizarre because apparently this morning there was almost 400. So like, Road Grand Tours has, you know, completely like up the whole kind of game when it comes to you know, like events like this. It really draws people in, and it's free. Like, what the heck? It's cost me nothing to sign up for this, like. And look, as far as I'm aware, because I've seen people race this morning already, I've seen people have done some really good work on the graphics, on the scenery. So, oh, by the way, hopefully as well, we don't have the same problem as last time where, well, we can probably expect a little bit of lag, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was. Do you remember how bad it was a while back? It was pretty bad. Oh, we can hide the chat. We can hide the rider list. We can hide the segments. I'm just toggling things off the user interface on the screen so that it kind of saves a little bit of computer capacity. I'm excited for this. That's it, yeah, half an hour of tech support. Okay, 2 minutes to go. There we go. Let the hype begin. How many people got watching? I can't see. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. More thumbs up equals more power. Don't forget that. Oh, nice and sound. Give it your best. Tom, the time trial is 11k. 11k. At 3%. Or an average green at 3%. One minute. Oh, nice one, Biker Legend. You're from Wales as well. Cool. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. Should be around about 20 minutes, roughly. Hype generation film. Let's see what happens. Like I said, we'll start off a lot steadier than what we're gonna finish, hopefully. So, Bill Swells, epic, proper mid bills. All right. And the race is off. And it's a steady start from Lamrack. Yeah, I've done the Devil Staircase, yeah. No draft today, remember? Steady away. Power is gradually rising. So when we start getting to 160 odd beats a minute, you know I'm working. Big effort in first place, 6 watts per kilo. Oh, you can see what place they're in next to their name. Thank you, Dell. Okay, 8.5K to go. A little bit of a gradient, yeah. Not much, but enough. I'm sorry if I'm not suffering enough here yet. We'll get there, don't worry. There's that little group behind me. Here comes the climb, guys. Here it comes. Seven and a half K to go. She's got okay. Into the sixes. This is very motivating. flat section. Ease off. Six and a half to go. Still have to pace it. Another flat section coming up. Halfway mark. Number 2 on the road, coming up. Flattens off. Steeper section. Oh, thank you. Thank you. 30 seconds, give or take, to second place. Look at that, we stopped right next to each other. There's not much social distancing going on there, is there? Well, I have to say, that was very fun. That was very fun. The fact that obviously there's lots of scenery, the fact that the gradient pushes you more than it does on Zwift. I have to make that comparison, as in it feels a lot more natural. Yes, RGT is free, Road Grand Tours is free, Tom, so you can jump in this evening and ride the 6:30 race if you want to. But honestly, like, it's just ridiculous how like that feels so much different to what I'm used to doing. Obviously there's no draft, so a couple of you said like the Belgian didn't even try to get on my wheel when I went past, but it's very difficult, isn't it? Like when there's no draft you can't really get on the wheel. But it was also like quite good motivation if you set off like a bit steadier like I did, and then finish, you know, a lot harder obviously. That was a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. No, well, you could just use a power meter, MJ. A power meter and a heart rate monitor. It doesn't have to be a smart trainer. Good question, Leo. It feels more realistic, yes. Not just the way that the road reacts and the way that, you know, it actually looks. You know, when you look at, you can almost tell, you know, that it almost feels like, you know, oh, I do have to actually press on you on the climb, whereas, you know, there's no like free speed, especially there where there's no draft. But it's it definitely feels like a lot different. I could go for the mountain series, can I, Kelvin? Yes, you could ease off in the corners, mate. Yeah, so unfortunately we can't see like a power graph, I don't think, when we look back. Let me just press stop here, and then I'll show you. Oh, it gives me the option to upload to Strava. Show you the finish now. Let me just. So end ride, and yeah, here we go. So yeah, my intensity factor is wrong because it says my threshold is 360, but that was like 360 for 20 minutes as a paced effort. So if we're looking at, because we can't tell where I put down the effort, I can still talk you through it, because that first section, as you can see on the profile down at the bottom there, is flat. So that first couple of K I rode it like 300 watts, and the final, well, on that climb then basically I rode, I don't think I was ever really under 6 watts per kilo, so I was never really under like 360 watts. So even though my average is 360, I probably spent a lot of time, you know, over that basically. Am I thinking about having another crack of 1-2 on Zwift this hill climb season? Probably not, because my training is not tailored to that at all. Thanks, Leo. Well, I did pace it really well. I probably did have more in me. You know, I was only, well, say only, but I was doing 360 watts average. But really, like, for that length of time, like 1946, I can probably get away with, you know, 390 watts. But it's just a different sensation indoors, and it's also, you're riding to the course as well. So the fastest way to race that race wouldn't be necessarily to go off really hard at the beginning, because you're only going to lose a little bit of time. You saw at the start, I was only like 200 meters behind first place, but I was sat around like 25th place on the road. But then obviously you saw then as the climb started, I started to pick off riders because they were still doing the same power that they were doing on the flat, whereas I negative split the whole ride. So I rode easier at the start. I lost a bit of time. I lost a bit of distance to those the front five, and then I picked them off one by one as we went up the climb, because that's where the real difference and where the real effort comes. It's pretty much common sense, but you'd be surprised at how many people, you know, don't panic but get excited, you know, when a race starts like that. And because it's only 11 kilometers, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, we can just go flat out for 11 kilometers, but yeah, that's not necessarily the fastest way to do it. You just got to be calm and patient, and you know, just ride to your strengths. And even if your strength isn't climbing, you know, you've still got to put down your biggest effort there, because that's where you're going the slowest, basically. You know, the difference between me and the guys in the front on the flat was probably only, you know, 1 or 2 miles an hour, but on a climb, you know, it's more like 3 or 4 or even 5. So it's pretty different, yeah. No, you can't get it on iPad, so it's not an app. Well, it does have an app. I've got the app on the phone, but the app is like the companion app with Zwift. So in order to like use the actual game, you have to have it like downloaded on your computer, and then you talk to it then via the app. And so the cursor doesn't work. You know, you don't use the cursor with the game. You use the app to control what's on there. So I have no idea who's going to win stage 1 of the real Tour de France. How does it work? So there's like 3 different categories. So it's like you have mountains competition, I think you have a sprints competition, and then you have like the general classification. And so in order to qualify for the general classification, you have to ride like every single stage, which of course there's like 21 days in a row, which is really motivating for a lot of people. I probably can't do that because I need to, you know, I need to travel to do races, and I'll have days where I miss the race for hill climbs. But really, I might just pick the 8 stages that the mountains classification have, and I might do that. I might just do the mountains race and see what I can do as something that, you know, at the minute nothing else is happening. Like there's no big Zwift competitions, or rather there's no big e-racing competitions, so I'll jump between the 2 platforms. Like I said, like I'm not you know, I'm not exclusively using one platform. I like using, you know, variety, because I feel like they all have something different to give, you know, and they all have different you know, different things to bring to the table, I think, as well. No, there's no prizes, I don't think. Yeah, the mountains is points competition, that's right, Kelvin. So yeah, I feel sorry for the people who race for like professional road teams, and they're like tied down to like Zwift contracts, and like they can't ride anything else. So oh, cheers Lord. Biking Legend, I've got to jump off. I've got to have lunch. I've like hardly eaten anything today, so I'll have to pass on the ride. But yeah, we'll definitely do it soon. Definitely. So anyway, it's 1 PM. It's lunchtime. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Something different, and it's nice. It's nice to spice it up. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Cheers, Leo. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon. And have a good weekend. Enjoy your lunch, Niels. Enjoy your lunch. See you soon, everyone. Thanks for watching.